Okay, just going to demonstrate what it's required to both install this machine and operate it. I'm going to start with air. It's just a simple connection. This is a 1/4 inch MPT, so this is an imperial size. May have to do an adapter there. We're going to have the air. The power, we're using the devices that you sent us. What we have here is our green is your ground, our ground PE. Then we've got L1, L2, and L3. Each one of these lines is hot. There is no neutral. It's just ground and 3 hot lines. Go into here. Then from here, it's going into the box. Feeds these 3 fuses. Obviously there's no problem with them right now. If one were to blow, these would indicate that they're been burnt. That's just for maintenance, just something I wanted to let you know. PLC, it's powered up. The light you see flashing is the output for the light, which is up on top. Your power supply, everything has been set up for between 350 volts to 500 volts AC, 50 hertz. So pretty much the whole spectrum of what you can potentially run in Europe will be covered. If you have any questions, please feel free to either email us or call us. When the unit is powered up and the e-stop button is pulled out, the e-stop is the emergency button. When the e-stop button is pulled out, it is illuminated. That means it's okay to run. If it's been pushed in, it's obviously no longer illuminated. That means it needs to be reset. I just want to make sure that we understand that it has to be physically pulled out for it to be reset. So if we start the machine, turn it off, and try to start it, it will not start until you pull it back, physically, manually pull it back out. Okay, so the machine is now on. Now, we're going to load it with material. We have the 2 types. These are a little bit short. You guys are assuming we're going to run something longer, probably something this long. But this is the wider material and the shorter material that you guys are going to be running. The way we put this in is we adjust the width of this, and I'm going to show you how to do that, but right now it's set up. Just drop them in. With the length of the wedge is going to sit in there in this direction. So this is adjusted for the length of the wedge. So when I put this material in later, I'm going to move this forward. Okay, this piece can be stacked all the way to the top. For demonstration reasons, obviously I'm not going to run that much. Once the material is in, since we're doing the wider material, we want to have all the shims in. The blue shims and the yellow shims. They're going to be on this side of the unit, and they're going to be also on the other side of the machine over here. And because we're doing the longer shim, we have all the wedges in on the wider shims. So we put the material in, the unit is running, and then I'm going to press this green button right here. Obviously it's labeled start. Going to move the product forward, clamp it, and start cutting. As the board is advanced through the saw and under the saw blade, it's obviously getting removed. Once the piece is completely gone, the waist is going to drop straight down. This is going to retract. Your next board falls into position, and it's going to start cutting.